All right, welcome back. I'm just getting everything set up right now, so if you're watching this later, you might want to skip ahead 5 minutes because this process takes some time. Oh, just switch my account to me. Just want to let everybody know where to find this live stream. Going to be editing some commentary today. Here it is. First recap what I did after I signed off yesterday, just so you can see what the project looks like at that point. At this point, let's see what this does. Okay, sure. I'll put that there. Go here. My goal is to get 100 people watching me do this. So we'll see if that ever happens. What is this? Rock. Put that there. And then, oh, let me refresh this. There we go. Yes. Oh. Hey, 3 people. Hi, 3 people. Just getting set up. Give me a minute here. I'll go in here. And this will be the last place. Sure. All right, now that that is done, what do we have in here? Ooh, we're already up to 7 and I've done nothing. Right. Hey! My decoration fell. Okay, let's see if that can stay there and not fall into my coffee. Okay, so yesterday I ended after I had exported all the stabilized footage and I was putting it in to the I just keep calling this a timeline or the project, whatever. So I was able to color code it so you can see all these yellow or orange clips have replaced all the shaky footage. The shaky footage no longer exists. Now it's just stabilized footage.
Oh my goodness.
So it's something that'll never be noticed by anybody else except for maybe the 10 or 20 people that happen to watch me working on this. So that is gone. That will never, there will not be shaky footage. I also have to do it for the yo-yo program, but it's the exact same thing. So I'm not gonna waste your time with that today anyway. Today, let's see, I'm going to the dodgeball program. Because what I've done here is I've edited out a lot of downtime in the tournament where nothing was really going on, and just to save time, not only save time, but make the program flow faster, make it more fast-paced. So make it seem like the whole thing was action-packed from the beginning to the end, and there wasn't like a lot of time waiting and plotting, and like you can see right here, well, I don't know what's going to happen. It looks like
Purple ball has
actually no, not oh yeah, right here. So what I have to look for in this edit, these lines here, there's a difference between these lines and these lines. This line here just separates a camera angle change, but the time has not been changed at all. So it's not an edit, it's just a cut, if that makes sense. Right? So so I have all these different angles here, and then this one over here. once somebody remembers to turn on these other GoPros, these will fill in probably later on in the tournament. Even though I had one guy whose only job was to deal with the GoPros, but whatever. So if you watch as this plays, once it crosses that line, it cuts to a different angle, but it's the exact same timing of everything. That's not the right word to use. Oh, and also I'm going to change this to proxy just so that it plays a little bit better, especially when you have all these angles playing at the same time. Proxy footage, it handles that a little bit better.
And here we go, we're underway.
Okay, so we have commentary that was recorded live.
Weird flex, but okay.
And so that'll play in real time through all of those angle changes, of course. But right here, I made a cut to save time. I cut out part of the footage. And so you can hear nothing.
Purple ball has to throw.
And out of nowhere, he's in the middle of saying purple ball has to throw. So the last thing that was said, and I don't need to look at these angles right now because I'm not changing angles yet.
This side's going to have to throw now.
This side's going to have to throw now.
Purple ball has to throw.
Purple ball has to throw. So what did he say before that? So I'm going to open up the audio. I'm going to drag it back here. I'm going to turn this off. I'm just going to listen to what led into that.
More balls has to throw.
I'll go back a little bit more.
So side with more balls has to throw. If it's 3 and 3, whoever has the purple ball has to throw.
Okay, so that's informative. I would use that. Now the good thing about commentary that's over footage, you can put it anywhere. You know, it doesn't have to happen right there. Sometimes it does if it's talking about something specific that is going on. You know, it's always good to talk about what you're seeing, but stuff like that, that's just general information. So what I have to determine now is if I have to detach that audio and move it around a little bit so that it doesn't overlap this. But also maybe this line.
This side's going to have to throw now.
Maybe I don't need that at all because he kind of covered that.
It's a good hit in the foot.
So here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to open up this audio timeline. I'm just going to take that out. And then I'm going to turn this on, and then here's what we have.
Oh.
Wait. I don't know what I just did there. Hang on.
So side with more.
All right. Okay, so here's what we have.
Oh, there's a good hit in the foot. So side with more balls has to throw. If it's 3 and 3, whoever has the purple ball has to throw.
There. So that's fixed. I don't have to do anything. The audio, I don't even think I have to fade the audio at all. In fact, I could just do a butt end.
So side with more balls has to throw.
All right, so that's done. Edit number 1 is done. That was an easy one. When you get into trouble is when you got, two good pieces of information that are interrupting each other, and you have to pick one or the other or move them around. Okay, so I will look for my next edit point, which looks like it's right there. And sometimes no one's saying anything, and then you don't have to do anything. Like right here, it doesn't look like anyone's talking.
On somebody?
Right there.
Of defense when you've got the attack.
All right, but then there's another one. So now Adam's saying something. So, okay. Let's see.
Of defense.
Hey, stop it. So let's see where that started. And you can tell by looking at this also, sometimes,
In terms of
when someone's talking and when it's just ambient noise. Looks like there's a lot of talking here.
got side strategy.
So I'll turn this one off and I'll listen to this one.
Got side strategy in terms of defense when you've got.
This might be a difficult one.
And on the other, you got side strategy in terms of defense when you've got the attack coming at you guys. How are you trying to evade
I see.
defense when you've got the defense when you've got the attack coming at you guys? How are you trying to?
I think I'll come in when he says when you.
Defense.
When you, because everything up until that point is just going to interrupt everything else, and that's
When you've got
the main gist of it, I think.
when you've got the attack.
So that I'll have to fade in.
When you've got the attack coming at you guys, how are you?
So now it sounds like you just started talking from when you've got the attack coming in.
When you've got the attack.
And now this one I'll turn back on. I'll open that up a little.
When you've got.
Okay, and then I'll drag it over. Hope no one said anything.
When you've got.
There we go. So now it plays.
When you've got the attack.
Wait. Oh, yeah, I have to overlap the fade in because it went from full volume to nothing and then faded in on that other clip. So I'll put in a little extra ambient noise and then fade that down while the other one is fading up.
When you've got the.
Essentially a crossfade there. Yeah, so now you have this.
When you've got the attack coming at you guys, how are you trying to?
And just to go back a little bit more and hear the last thing that was said, which was a while back.
Put 2 on somebody.
Not a whole lot was being said anyway.
They're most likely going to put 2 on somebody.
When you've got.
All right, so I just wasted my time by not going further. I mean, that works, but it's always good to have someone saying something instead of nothing being said. And since I have the last time something was said,
I'm going to put 2 on somebody.
was like right there. So I'm just going to put a marker there so I can visually see where that happened. And then I'm going to take this, the audio from this clip over here. Spinny ball for placing a marker, really? Spinny ball. Unbelievable. You guys got any questions? Feel free. I like taking breaks from editing and answering questions. Oh, there's my marker. All right, so I'm going to just drag this all the way to that marker, and it looks like nothing's said really until over here.
And on the other, you got sides.
So now it's just there. And
And on
actually,
the other, you got.
you can hear someone was about to say something and didn't. Right here. Right there, someone went, I don't want to take that out. I think I can replace it with nobody saying anything on the other track. So it's basically just replacing ambient noise with ambient noise where someone's not going,
And on the other, you got sides.
There we go. Now I think it's fixed. And I didn't have to do a crossfade at all because it was just, ambient noise to ambient noise from the same place, the same mic and everything. So now we have, wait, go back.
I'm going to put 2 on somebody.
And on the other, you got sides. Strategy in terms of defense. When you've got the attack coming at you guys, how are you trying?
Fixed. 2 edits done. Let's see where the next one is. I don't know why I layered that, but that's something to be figured out later, I guess.
As his team was retreating, he took a shot. Yeah, you.
All right. So far, so good. Oh, there's an edit.
From in the end.
Yeah, at the international level,
But it's a good edit, so I don't need to do anything there. Don't have to do anything there. So, I don't know, you probably can't see this, but these lines, these are like dotted lines. So that's how I know that it's not an edit, it's just an angle change. So I'm looking for a solid line like this one here. It's very subtle. I might miss some. Let's listen.
have an all-star team over here.
Great. Nothing conflicted there. Here's another one.
Small here. This court is fairly small here. Not quite going to qualify for a major league roster, but not.
Now you don't just have to listen for the edit point, but context in the second clip. It's like, what is he talking about here? Because right here, he's talking about...
So guys, what kind of speeds are we looking at here?
Kind
How
of
fast are these
speeds.
dodgeballs coming at these folks? Because this court is fairly small here.
All right, and then I edited to a point after that discussion was had, and then his response to that was...
Not quite going to qualify for a major league roster.
So what's missing is the response. So even though there was no conflict with the edit, there's a conflict with the context of what the next clip is. So Adam's line isn't that important. What's important is the answer.
Major league roster, but not far off.
Yeah, the thing.
So I would say I don't need to hear anything from this until here. So I'm basically creating space to put in the answer, and the answer can be manipulated any way I want, but ideally it doesn't need to be manipulated so that it can just play in real time, but it doesn't look like it's
This court is fairly small here.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot closer than you think. People are throwing anywhere between 50. Yeah,
All right, so I will have to perform some surgery on this one, and that's fine. I will detach the audio clip so I'm no longer messing around with the placement of the video. So where's the question?
Dodgeballs coming at these folks because this court.
So I'm gonna have to compress this into a short period of time. So anytime someone takes a pause, stutters, restarts, all that's leaving, and people are just gonna speak perfectly by the time I'm done with them. So
These dodgeballs coming at these folks because
like right there, coming at pause these folks.
Coming at.
So that'll be the first edit that I'm gonna make here. And I can see where he starts talking right here because audio wave thingy there. So I'll just take that out and let's see if that sounds natural.
Dodgeballs coming at folks because this court is fairly small here.
All right, so this court is fairly small here.
Court is fairly small here.
And then if it saves time, I'm okay with people answering a little early. So
it's definitely.
let's say.
Yeah, it's definitely.
We can even take out the yeah. I think. Let's see.
It's definitely a lot.
See how he stuttered there? It's definitely that's not a stutter, but he restarted. So we don't need to hear the first start if we're gonna hear it again. So
it's definitely a lot.
So we'll just start on the second one.
It's definitely a lot.
Even that one.
It's definitely a lot closer than you think.
All right, so now where do we put it?
It's fairly small here.
I'm gonna have him interrupt him a little bit.
Small here.
It's definitely a lot closer than you think.
So now let's listen to the whole
So
thing.
guys, what kind of speeds are we looking at here? How fast are these dodgeballs coming at folks? Because this court is fairly small here.
It's definitely a lot closer than you.
Actually, we don't even need him. We don't even need to hear him talk about how small the court is if we can avoid it.
Folks, because this court.
So before he says "cuz,"
Folks, because dodgeballs coming at folks because.
folks. I'm just gonna do this visually and see if I can make it work. This could be horrible.
How fast are these dodgeballs coming at folks?
It's definitely a lot closer than you think.
Hey, right?
People are throwing anywhere between 50.
I mean, feel free to weigh in, but I think that was good.
Out here. How fast are these dodgeballs coming at folks?
It's definitely a lot closer than you think.
That's fine.
People are throwing in.
And there's.
You think?
We don't need to hear him say
You think?
So after think, and then.
People are throwing anywhere.
People are throwing. Well, we know they're people, but that's all right. We got to leave that in there.
A lot closer than you think. People are throwing anywhere between.
So now, so I still have all the way up until here. There, and I'm still here. So let's see how much of this explanation we can get before.
Yeah, the thing about these balls is there's a lot of give and take.
And actually, we don't need to hear the yeah.
Yeah, the thing about these balls.
We come in on the.
Yeah, the thing about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can come on the thing about these balls.
The thing about these balls.
All right, so that's what we have, and it looks like this whole thing is going to end right there. So I'm thinking that's going to be the whole thing. Now, if you need to fill time, you can leave in some stutters or restarts. Because again, better to hear something than nothing.
50, some people get up in the low 70s, and some people can even, at their hardest, get close to 80. The thing about these balls...
And then we'll just fade that in, overlap, fade that out. And... yes, sounds good. All right, so we're going to watch that clip now, that whole edited part.
So guys, what kind of speeds are we looking at here? How fast are these dodgeballs coming at folks?
It's definitely a lot closer than you think.
I interrupted myself. Listen again.
Guys, what kind of speeds are we looking at here? How fast are these dodgeballs coming at folks?
It's definitely a lot closer than you think. People are throwing anywhere between 50, some people get up in the low 70s, and some people can even, at their hard...
Oh, what did I turn on? Turn this on. Whoops, sorry. Go back a
People
little
are throwing
bit.
anywhere between 50, some people get up in the low 70s, and some people can even, at their hardest, get close to 80.
Now, if I want to waste time, which it seems like I want to do right now, I can try to squeeze in Adam's response to that, which was not quite Major League Speeds. So I'll detach the audio from that, and looking at the waveform, that's where he says it. And so this ends.
Hardest, get close to 80.
Gets close to 80, and look, it fits. Well, I don't know how much of it.
Not quite going to qualify for me.
Yeah, cut it out. So now I can try to shorten.
In the low 70s, and some people...
I can take out that
Low 7. And
it's not much time, but you know, they all add up.
Low 70s, and some people can even, at their hardest, get close to 80.
Get close to 80.
Get close to 80.
And then Adam will come in there.
Not quite going to qualify for a major league.
The thing about these balls is there's a lot of give and take to them.
Would like to keep that, because then that continues on and I can move on with my life.
People get up in the low 70s, and some people can even, at their hardest, get close to 80.
Where can I save time?
I think people are throwing anywhere between 50, some people... Between...
So he says there. We don't need the And so, just to give you an idea, I'll select the part that I'm going to delete, and I can see here I'm saving 24 frames. It's something. I'll move that over. Let's see how much more of this I hear now.
League roster.
I need a little bit more.
Anywhere between 50, some people get up in the low 70s, and some people can even, at their hardest, get close to 80. 50, some people get up in the low 70s, and some people can even, at their hardest, get close to 80.
Well, we only need to hear the lowest and the highest, right? And we really only need to hear the highest, so maybe we can just...
They're throwing anywhere between 50, some people get up in the low 70s, and some people can even, at their...
If we start at some people
can even, at their hardest.
So now if we can just get rid of the middle speed.
People are throwing anywhere between 50, some people...
50,
some...
So the same sum. And what I like about S's is that S's edit well. You can edit one S to another S. So you hear that? I'm in the middle of the S. So anywhere in the middle of the S, usually you can just chop it and put in the middle of a different S. I think I start with Or is that some people? Let me try to get some more of that S.
And some people...
Yeah, there is an S. There it is. So now I'm putting and I hope I'm not making myself sound like an idiot when I listen to this.
50, some people can even, at their hardest, get close to 80.
That's something that no one will ever notice. No one will ever hear that. No one will ever be all like, wow, did you hear how he turned the S from a different word into the S from a... Well, it's the same word, but said at different times.
In 50, some people can even, at their hardest.
Okay. That's one of those magical moments for me.
Get close to 80.
And now I can move Adam over there, drag him out, and listen to what he said.
Not quite going to qualify for a major league roster, but not far off.
The thing about these balls.
I'm okay with that. So should I not be sharing this information? Am I putting I'm not putting myself out of a job because no one would do this for free anyway, so if anything, yeah, it's fine. All right, let's listen.
It's definitely a lot.
Wait, let's listen to the whole thing.
So guys, what kind of speeds are we looking at here? How fast are these dodgeballs coming at folks?
It's definitely a lot closer than you think. People are throwing anywhere between 50. Some people can even, at their hardest, get close to 80.
Not quite going to qualify for a major league.
I can move him back a little bit.
Get close to 80.
Not quite going to qualify for a major league roster, but not far off.
The thing about these balls,
All right, we're done with that one.
thing about these balls,
Thank
is
you.
there's a
Thank
lot
you.
of give and take to them. So once you start throwing,
Oh wait, now I'm just letting you watch the whole thing. I'm only looking for edit points here. Edit points. And I'm doing 3 matches total, 2 semifinals and then 1 finals. And these last, even edited, they last a while. There's another edit point.
big play when he needs to.
Nothing.
No throw on the rush this time.
That's okay.
And he always makes a big play when he needs to.
If I wanted to, I could hear if he said anything else. Why? But no. Didn't say anything soon enough for me to care. So, close that up. I said close that up. Oh. And move on. There's another one.
Look for Robert to throw here, the purple.
Alright, so we have...
No throw on the rush this time. Look for Robert to throw here, the purple.
That worked, but it looked like he was maybe saying something. No, that's where that came in.
Look for Rob.
I might have had the sense to do a little bit of, not really audio editing, but when I did these edits to listen for when would be a good time to come back in. I don't remember, that was months ago. I've been working on this since December, I think. Oh, I forgot to start my clock. I already put like a half hour into this or something. That's all right. Sometimes I let it run an extra, like if I started it late, I just let it run. You can also edit the start time too. Don't worry about that. I'm still keeping this pretty accurate even with forgetting. All right. Okay.
No.
Fire from protect your neck. Here comes the counter.
All right. No edits there. That looks like one. All right. Why am I not able to scrub? What's going on here?
You're just trying to hit somebody a lot of time.
Ah, it sounds like I already did. Oh, I already did this edit. Oh. I don't know why. I guess maybe I got bored of doing other edits. But yeah, so I laid out this from this clip here. This came in at a different time, but I used everything that you hear from here to here all came from here and not here. Let me just double.
8 on
Guys,
5,
we're
8 on
seeing
4.
one side
Oh.
still with a large number of players left. Are you shooting for a person?
Yeah, so I didn't refine it. I just dragged it out and said, figure it out later, future me.
8 on 5, 8 on 4.
So is that important?
And as you can see now, it's 8 on 5, 8 on 4.
Yeah, and then I took that audio out, right? So now I have to figure out how to fit this in, so I'll probably have to detach and do some surgery. But just want to make sure. Yeah, that's just gameplay noise.
And guys, when we're seeing one side still with a large number of players left, are you shooting for a person or are you just shooting generally for an area?
Yeah, you're.
All right, well, I can see right here I can take out the and then all that. So I'm going to detach the audio. Oh, I'll just learn the keyboard shortcut for that. Hey. Up S. Option? Up S. Option Command S. Control Command S. Shift Command S. What is that thing? It's Shift and an S. Oh, maybe it's, oh. No? Control? It is Control. Shift Control S detaches. I'm going to be doing that often, so I have to remember that. Smushy smush those two fingers and then press S. Alright, got it.
And guys, when we're seeing one side still with a large number of players left, are you shooting for a person or are you just shooting generally for an area?
Yeah, you're.
For an area. Ys are also good to fade in on. Yeah. Anything that's just not like a hard, like, crap. I don't know. I've never tried to do that. You would think I would have. Alright, so let's just put those together and see what happens.
For an area.
Yeah, you're.
And there could be a little bit of time in between those two, but I'll put this back where it started, and then I'll just move this over to allow time for this to be said, and I need a little...
And guys, when we're...
I mean, he could have interrupted him, but I have enough room, I think, to make more space.
And guys, when we're seeing one side still with a large number of players left, are you shooting for a person or are you just shooting generally for an area?
Yeah, you're just trying to hit somebody.
Like, he did a lot of yeah.
Yeah, you're just.
Yeah. So maybe just take all that out.
You're just trying to hit.
So this one, I think this is where he settled in on the word and finished saying your.
You're just trying to hit somebody.
So we can go from yeah, your.
Yeah, you're.
So now we have two Ys to combine or connect together.
Yeah.
So there's the middle of the first yeah, and here's the second. I'm just going to do this without listening to it and say it's going to be perfect. Boom. Play.
For an area.
Yeah, you're just trying to hit somebody. A lot of times when you're in.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? All right. Don't get cocky with your editing. Nobody likes cocky. Cocky. Crap. Okay, so now we have all this space.
5, 8 on 4.
And guys, when we're seeing one side still with a large number of players left, are you shooting for a person or are you just shooting generally for an area?
Yeah, you're just trying to hit somebody.
The hell was that?
Yeah, you're just trying to hit somebody. A lot of times when you're in that situation, you're trying to throw it.
And you know what I want to start doing, I think, is color coding this so that I know that it's been molested audio. So that I know it's not the original. I mean, I can tell because it's been detached, but more as just an overview of the whole timeline. I don't know why I would need to know that. I think I have to extend it. Where's the thing? Video rolls? Is it video rolls? Or is it general? Oh, it is. Hey, why can't I... Oh, because it's audio. Audio rolls. Yeah, why the hell can't I... Is that... I'm just gonna call it molested audio. Yeah, but it's not doing it. I see it there. I think it's because it's part of a, it's not really, it is audio. It is. So what do you, I mean, it's part of a multicam clip. But so what? So I can't color code it because it's part of a I can do it with can I do it with the video? Like if I do that? Why are you loading some other project? Stop it. Oh, jeez. Yeah, let me do that. Even though that's not the one I selected. That's weird. What are you thinking about? Can I do a video roll for that? No, there's no option for that. There's no option for that. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's annoying. I just want to change your color. Hold on. I'm going to figure this out. That's the angles. It's the rolls. Alright, nope, I'm screwed. Now it's boring. So, whatever, the audio works, just don't ever mess with it. And that's where it edited. Alright, moving on to the next one. Right here.
Situation. Yeah, once you're down, you...
I think I did something already here. Oh, yeah, I did. But I don't know if there might be some overlap.
Yeah, once you're down, you really have to focus on ball control. You don't want to give the other team, especially if they have too many players, you don't want to give them too many balls to come back on you. Culprit, see, they're kind of just chipping away.
I think that worked.
Culprit, see, they're kind
That's weird. What the hell is he saying?
Culprit, see, they're kind of just chipping away.
I think someone interrupted someone else.
Culprit, see, they're...
I mean, that's not an edit problem. That's just what happened when they were talking, but it sounds like an editing problem. So I'll see if I can do something about it. What happens here?
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Chipping away.
Makes perfect sense. It's always good to agree.
Culprit, see, they're kind of just chipping away.
So now I can... Oh, wait, I want all that audio, because that's the gameplay audio.
Hey,
Here,
see, they're kind of just
there's no necessary gameplay audio. So now I'm going to detach this smushy S. Okay. I have to figure out which one is which.
Culprit, see, they're kind of just...
I'm going to come in on there kind of just and get rid of what happened before that. And now there'll be an empty space.
They're kind of just chipping away.
I'll fade that in a little.
They're kind of just...
I'll turn this back on.
Makes perfect sense.
They're kind of just chipping...
And now, this is not detached yet, but now it is. So I can move his makes perfect sense a little bit further up.
To come back on you.
Makes perfect.
Which is right here. And he's done talking.
To come back on you.
There. So I'll just move that over.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
They're kind of just chipping away.
Okay, so I think that's it.
To focus on ball control. You don't want to give the other team, especially if they have too many players, you don't want to give them too many balls to come back on you.
Makes perfect sense.
They're kind of just chipping away.
And that could be a little louder also while I'm here. Did I do anything to the audio on this? Huh. Oh, it's all, yeah. This is crazy because there's so many different camera angles, so to mess with the audio level, it's not, normally it's just volume, right? And you're done. But when you have, so here's all the different camera, I don't know if you can see that. There's camera 1, 3, 4, 5, jib, GoPro 1, 2, 3, 4, commentary camera. And so that's the one that's all on right now. And I think it was commentary 2. I'll know because I will have maybe adjusted one of those. No, I don't think I did. Even a level? What? Nothing? I did nothing? I did nothing. But you can also listen to it in here. So you can play. There's like, this was a 12, I guess a 15 track recording. But there's nothing, there's something on track 15. And like, there's nothing on those, but it's laborious to turn them off.
Perfect sense.
Actually, I mean, I can turn them all off and then go back to that one and then turn on just the ones that have stuff on them. So I'll just do the first 4. And actually, I'm going to turn off the middle 2.
Perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense.
That's just a duplicate. So I'm going to just stick with 1. So I'm going to tell it to analyze that and then turn the loudness up, and it does like an auto loudness based on what it thinks you want to hear.
Perfect sense. Makes perfect sense.
And I try to get the commentary to a 0 dB level.
Balls to come back on you.
Makes perfect sense.
They're kind of just chipping away.
And I'm going to have to do this to all of it anyway, but I'm just trying to make Adam a little louder. So now I can just go in there and maybe increase that to 2.
Makes perfect sense.
So I just want to match, because as long as everything matches, even if everything in this is at -12, I can at least keep it all consistent with that, and then I can compound clip it and then adjust the audio to everything. Unilaterally? Is that the word?
Makes perfect sense.
They're kind of just chipping away. It gets all.
That's fine. That's all done. What I don't like about doing it this way is it gets messy. Like, I can no longer tuck these audio clips. I mean, that's the way it used to be anyway. But like this audio clip, I can just hide it. I mean, it's there. But then if I switch to this view, which I prefer when I don't need to do audio fading manually, that's fine. I just don't want to see more than 2 layers of audio, which there will be when I put in transitions, sound effects, and stuff. But yeah, timelines get pretty messy. Oops. Okay. All right. There's another edit, or that's that last one.
Just to try to distract somebody, get them to drop the balls, and then get off.
How did that work? Oh. Wait a minute. That's another one.
They're kind of just chipping away. It gets all the balls.
Oh, so that's another one. All right. So.
Chipping away. It gets all.
Just chipping away. We'll stop there. So we will end the commentary from that clip. That off. Drag that out. See where this sentence started.
And the other side gets all the balls. So he knows his best. The burden. The other side gets all the. Just get rid of the burden. The other side gets all the balls. So he.
Maybe we can start with the other side gets all the balls.
Burden. The other.
I have to see what's going on here.
The burden. The other side gets all the balls. The other side gets all the balls.
Let's just go with that.
The other side gets all the balls. Just chipping away. The other side gets all the balls. So he knows his best chances.
I'm going to start with he knows.
The other side gets all the balls.
Start there.
So he knows.
And let's see if we have nothing said.
Now, so he knows.
Did start talking there. So now there's a little gap.
So he knows. So he knows his best chance.
So now I just need to fill in this little hole here with some ambient noise, which I can pull from here if I don't want to detach it. So what I'm going to do is just temporarily remove it from the timeline, copy it, undo, and then paste. Now I have a duplicate of it. Now I can detach the audio from that, remove the video, and now I have ambient audio that I can just move over here and just use a smidgen of it.
So he.
And maybe just like that.
So he knows his best chance.
There we go. So there, listen to that.
Chipping away. So he knows his best chances to try to distract somebody, get them to drop the balls. And
All right, we're done with that. Well, what is the protocol for when you have to pee during a live stream anyway? Does anybody know the answer to that? By the way, I just uploaded a WJF6 video to the WJF, the World Juggling YouTube channel. Might want to watch that while this is running in the background.
Be Frank throwing with the purple. Yep.
All right, so we have nothing going on here.
For his team.
Okay, so there's an edit point right here, but I have a lot of space to work with, so I can just drag this all the way out to here and see where I want to come in, if it's relevant to what we're looking at.
Throw is on weird flex, but okay. Probably going to be Frank throwing.
Yeah, we'll just start there. Probably going to be Frank throwing. And then we'll... Anytime you can avoid overlapping ambient audio, you'll eliminate the increase in volume, because you double the same audio, it gets louder. So you just...
Probably going to be Frank throwing with the purple. Yep.
Okay, that one's done. And every now and then, I like to depress myself by zooming out a little bit and seeing how much more of this I have to do. And I really started here. So, like, a lot more. But, let's see. You know, I think you kind of get the gist of it. It's just going to be, you know, repeating this same thing, looking for the edit points and finding out how to blend the audio, the commentary, so that it's still, the context remains, the integrity of the context is there. You can't tell that it's edited, and there's no gaps really in sound, of course, even if you have to replace it with ambient sound. I'm not going to do any more of this because it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. So if you have any questions, I will wait 5 more minutes to hear what you might have to say, to ask. And then I'm going to leave, and I have to prepare for my 5 p.m. Garage workout number 3, which will be streamed live. 5 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to go over arms, abs, and maybe some butt stuff. So yeah, to all you 5 or 6 people watching right now, really any questions at all, I don't care. It could be about the workout later, it could be about this editing process, it could be about juggling, it could be about fruit and vegetables. You also don't have to say anything. I'm just gonna look, I'll do one more edit. That's what I'll do. I'll look for the next edit point. I don't know how I did 3 hours yesterday and I didn't have to pee at all. No, I almost did 4 hours. Didn't have to pee at all. Maybe it's because I peed before I started. I don't know. There's one.
Chances, of course.
Okay. I'll just blend this, but it's pretty much done for me.
Have to take chances, of course.
I'm going to leave a little bit of that and do that. Alright. I'm good with that. And the next edit point is... This makes me happy when there's nothing to work on. Then I can, you know, I'm getting done faster is what it feels like.
Division, you can fall out of bounds and still be safe. Come back in.
Oh, I must have done that one. I did that one already.
You can fall out of bounds and still be safe. Come back in.
That sounds fine. I'm not going to mess with that one. I feel like I need to end on one more. Maybe this one? I think that one's done already. Though.
While making a 3-player swing. Justin's known for that.
Here's one. Okay.
First half.
Yeah.
Guys, what are the officials
I mean, that works.
out here in our first half?
Yeah.
Guys, what are the official...
Yeah, I'll leave that. If it works, even if it could be better, but you can't on the surface see how, don't look for it. It's fine.
And the other team can't make. Usually everybody's pretty honest about taking their outs, but...
This one sounds like something changed in the ambient noise. We have all the commentary tracks turned on there and here. Oh, we switch. Oh, I know what I did. Yeah, I removed the audio from this. I switched to the audio from a GoPro actually because it was the best one, but it's louder. What's wrong with you? Did I hit F? What the hell? All right, now it's not playing audio. Did I? What the hell are you doing? All right, things are only getting worse, so I think it's confused. Hold on. No, I'm not gonna go back to original footage. And I'll go back to Moxie. Yeah, I'm going to have to restart it. It's doing weird things. All right, thanks for watching. That's how you do some commentary audio editing. See you next time. Bye-bye.